here in Hamilton. I'm joined by Scott, Jay, Mike, and Dave from the Rival Sons. How you doing, guys?
All right. How's it going, man?
Welcome to the Y108 studio.
It's good to be back in the Hammer.
Right. And you know, this is the only time we've done radio the whole time we're in Canada with all four of us.
Awesome.
Yeah. We might have to throw like a beatbox, like rhyme session out.
You guys are from California. Obviously, Long Beach, California. Until the Sun Comes was my summer jam. Like that was the ultimate summer song for me. And I was just wondering, what kind of, it's got that '60s kind of pop feel to it. And I was wondering what the inspiration was for you guys behind that track.
I mean, I could start musically and say that it was totally a summer jam song, to the point of us kind of chuckling about it, like, well, this is so poppy and so fun. It's almost ridiculous, but let's have fun with it and go all the way with it.
And
then she took it to the next level.
And so then I'm listening to what the guys are doing musically, and I'm just going, man, you know what? You got to let a song be what it's calling to be. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't believe I was right. And when I showed the guys, I'm like, oh my God. The chorus goes like this: we can dance until the sun comes up.
Let me break out a little Steve Miller for you.
Well, yeah, it was really, listening to the song, I really felt like, I don't want to try to make this song into anything other than what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a feel-good song to make people want to get up and dance and drink and
take off shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a Nike song.
Yeah, mission accomplished, though. That song's just got a great feel to it. And yeah, like the vocal is just, it's a really, really sweet vocal, too. So really dig that song. The other tracks I was noticing on the record was the two-parter, the Manifest Destiny, Part 1 and Part 2.
That is not a feel-good song.
No, but
those are feel-bad songs.
Feel bad, but it's epic. And the two-part song, I think, is something that's lost on a lot of bands now. The ability to, do that 8-minute epic track. And how did you guys approach, doing something like that, which is kind of the opposite
really,
of Until the Sun Comes?
It wasn't linked. They weren't musically originally. It was not as. It was more serendipitous. I think the Part 2 was the first song we did in the session. But we had just recorded it musically and left it, moved on. We're moving very quickly in the studio every day, just finishing songs. That one, Jay had to finish it, but it was done musically. Came back in with Manifest Part 1 about halfway through the session, and he had the idea immediately as we were tracking it. He had come up with this idea, and furthermore, because he had another song on the table that he was working on, came up with the idea. I think he came up
together and went, you know what, there's an energy, a common energy between these two songs, so kind of you just put them together and go, oh yeah, that totally works.
Yeah. And it works well on the record too. It's not something that, like I said, not something that a lot of bands do anymore. That kind of epic classic rock song that you can really, I'm not going to call it a stoner song, but you could definitely light up a doobie or two for that kind of tune and just kind of drop out.
Yeah, I think all I did was go back and hit another guitar pass on Part 2 once the idea was down for a concept, and went, okay, I can for my end, I can tie together the two songs guitar-wise, musically that way, to make it kind of tell the story like that.
Well, yeah, you wanted to, I remember on Part 2 when you came back through, you wanted to really, once you heard the lyrics and putting it together, you wanted to put the violence in there.
Yeah.
I thought that turned out really good.
Perfect. Rival Sons playing tonight at the Bay City Music Hall. New album Head Down is out now. What's coming up for you guys? 2014 is on the horizon. Holidays. What's next for the Rival Sons?
Well, the plan is we're going to go home now after this tour's finished. We've got a couple of one-offs. Got to go to Hawaii, and
we're working on a live DVD.
Yeah, got to take care of some biz, but get some family time, holidays. We owe it to them, And then in January, we're planning to go back into the studio in Nashville, make another record, and then release it and tour.
Perfect. That's the cycle. That's what you do when you're in a rock and roll band.
That is exactly what you do.
It sounds really boring, but it actually ends up being really fun.
I'm really excited to see the live DVD. I think that'll be really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a little bonus acoustic content to go with it. I think that'd be pretty neat. Yeah.
Well, a nice idea.
Yeah, there you go. I'm an ideas guy. Just helping you guys out. That's all I'm doing. Right on. Rival Sons, thanks so much, guys. Tonight at the Bay City Music Hall. Really looking forward to the show, guys. Thanks for coming in.
It is our pleasure. Everybody out there in Hamilton, please come and see us, and we'll show you a good time.
Come catch the Rock Hammer Town.
Come get pregnant.
Come get pregnant tonight at the Rival Sons show. That's a good way to cap it off. We're going to finish it off. This is my summer jam, Until the Sun Comes, from the Rival Sons
Excellent.
on Y108.